Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me. This is Ciara from Ciara T Designs, and today I have these really clean and simple congratulations pattern paper cards to share with you guys, so let's jump right in. So I'm going to quickly show you this 6x6 pattern papers. I have had these in my collection for a very long time. I honestly think that I got them in a Simon Says Stamp box when I was still subscribed to their kits every month, and I haven't been subscribed now for I'd say we're almost going on 2 years. So this is a really old pattern paper set. However, the whole greatness of this card set is that it can easily be recreated with whatever pattern papers you've been hoarding. Now, I'm really bad. I love pattern paper, but I generally am not totally sure what to do with it. So I tend to just hoard it and, take it out every once in a while, give it a pet and put it back. I'm really bad for that. So if you're anything like me, this pattern paper card set is really fun and simple. And I think it's kind of great for anything you have on hand. And we'll kind of go through alterations you could make as we go, but I think that it's kind of fun. This is also for my September challenge. So I have started this year in March. I started doing a monthly challenge in my Facebook group, and whoever wants to join in can, and they just have to post the photos of their project to the album in the group throughout the month, and then at the end of the month I randomly pick somebody and they get like a little happy mail folio from me in the mail. So it's kind of been really fun. I've seen some really cool cards that others have made, and I've just been really enjoying it. So I will talk a little more about the challenge as we get in. So for the cutting, I cut the pattern paper down to be about 1/4 inch smaller than my A2 sized base. And then I've also cut a holographic backer for this. You could skip this step. It could be black, it could be gold, it could be anything you have on hand that works with what you're working with. I love holographic. I think it's such a great pop of shine. Now, I got my holographic cardstock from Michaels years ago. I don't think they sell this certain one anymore. So I always try to link you guys to something in the description that's close to what I have. But to be honest with you, I haven't seen anything quite this beautiful and shiny yet. I keep my eye out. I keep trying to find it every time I use it, but I haven't found this exact beautiful shimmer and shine. So please bear with me. I always try to get you guys as close as humanly possible. So I brought out 2 of my nested circle dies. Now, I knew that I was going to use those really pretty butterfly stickers from Spellbinders, but you would just use whatever circle size you need to go around whatever image you've chosen. So you can alter this to be anything you have in your stash. Like, I want this card to be something you have in your stash. You don't need to purchase anything new for this. Now, don't get me wrong. You absolutely can if that's what you want to do, but you don't have to. So keep that in mind, okay? So I brought out 2 circles that I liked to fit around the butterfly stickers that I've chosen from the Spellbinder set. And you can see that I used a low tack tape. Now, I have not found a low tack tape that I like. I'm going to be honest with you. I ripped a couple of my panels using the low tack tape. So I tried the mint tape from Spellbinders from scrapbook.com. It was probably the best one. And then I tried the Spellbinders yellow tape, and I tried the Simon Says Stamp low tack tape, and a few of them actually ripped my backgrounds. So low tack is kind of, a little misleading. It is low tack, but it did rip my backgrounds. So I found 2 ways to kind of make this work. So the first way you saw me, I've taped my holographic layer and my pattern paper layer together. Then I ran it through with the largest circle die. And then here I am. I'm going to actually tape it onto the base that it's going to go on so that I can cut the circle. You need to be able to see through the front of the card panel. So that's kind of what we're creating. I think it's a window card, I think is the official title, but whatever you want to call it, that is what I'm aiming for. So here I've run out of my mint tape. So now I've gone to, I believe this is the Simon Says Stamp low tack tape. And it's funny, it either wants to rip my paper or it doesn't want to hold on at all. Like you can see it keeps letting go at the top there. I don't know, I struggled with the low tack tape. So if you know of a low tack tape that's really good, please let me know. Ideally, something I can order within Canada. If not, that's okay. I'll just have to wait until the whole tariff situation is a little bit less volatile. But so I've kind of just adhered that on. You can see, and here I'm trying to let it not rip my tape or rip my paper. It's trying really hard to rip my paper. paper though, so I actually use my pokey tool and I just cut it so I can get that center circle out. And then here's how this specific card is going to line up. So I'm going to do them all like that. Now I chose to actually change my mind, and here I'm going to do it all in one go. Don't ask me why I thought this was a good idea. I just thought it would be fun to try. So I've got my base, my holographic layer, and my pattern paper all adhered together here. And it does not, at least it did on one or two, it doesn't generally want to cut all the way through the 3 layers, but at least this gives me a score line so I can see exactly where it needs to be on the white base. So I still have to cut twice, but it gives me the exact placement so I don't have to fight the second cut to make sure it's in the same place. And then I'm not worried that if my front panel shifts, whether or not I'm going to be able to, put more cuts into the kind of first 2 layers. If you have a better way of doing this, phenomenal. This is just what I've found works. There's no right or wrong here. As long as you guys are having fun creating, that is all that matters. But that is how I'm going to do all of the bases and the layers for my cards for this. So about the challenge. So the challenge rules are that you do have to make the project in the month that it is for. So obviously this one is for September. So throughout any time in the month, you have to make, well, you don't have to, it's totally up to you. But the idea of the challenge is that you're going to make a pattern paper card of some kind, and then you're going to share it in the Facebook group. So you do have to be in the Facebook group for me to see it. I mean, you can just do the challenge for entertainment purposes and post it on social media, and I'll tag me and I'll still come check it out and root for you. But if you want to actually enter the chance to win some happy mail from me, you do have to do it in the Facebook group. There is a link to the Facebook group in the description if you're interested. It is just Ciara T Designs. There's nothing special in the title or anything. So you can just go. You have to answer 2 questions to join. This is just to make sure that I don't have spammy nonsense in the group. I don't want any of that. I don't have enough time to monitor that nonsense. So we're just right off the bat, that's not acceptable behavior. So you have to answer 2 questions, and it's just that you're going to be respectful to others and where you heard about the Facebook group. That's all. Just those 2 really simple questions. And then I'll accept and I'll let you into the group, and then you can check out what other people are posting. You can check past challenges. You can enter yours in the challenge. So I always have a new album for the month, and you just upload your project to that album within the month, and that's how you enter. And then I go at the end of the month. I'm actually been doing it 2 months. So I just, I've done May and June, and now I'm about to draw July and August just because I've been so busy lately. I'm just a little behind. I'm starting to get caught up now that the reno is getting closer to finished. But we actually start on the downstairs next week. So I'm a little behind, so bear with me. But I am about to draw the winners for July and August, and then I'll announce those in the group, and then I make the project and I send them out to them. So it's really fun. So that the only rules are that it needs to be made in September and it has to feature pattern paper. That's kind of the rules for this one. So anything, and it doesn't have to be cards. It can be tags. It can be journal pages. It can be whatever you want to make, like ATCs. It doesn't matter. Any project you want to make, it just has to feature pattern paper. So that is this month's challenge. I hope you guys are as excited about it as I am. I had a blast making these cards, and it was really fun to challenge myself to use something I generally don't use. Like, these pattern papers are stunning. I love watercolor textures. They're one of my favorite things. I am actually working on digital pattern papers right now that have a watercolor texture. Fingers crossed they come out as beautiful as I can get them to, but I am working on digital items for my Etsy shop. As you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, tariffs and everything have made it really difficult to sell to the States, and that's of course where my biggest market is for my sticker sheets. So I have changed my focus from sticker sheets to pattern papers. That was always going to be a focus of mine. I was just planning that for more in 2026, and 2025 was going to be focused more on sticker sheets, but that is what it is, and it is just, I have to pivot. That is being a small business owner. So I am actually working on some watercolor papers and some essentials pattern papers. And then I also have ideas for different junk journaling stuff like tags, pockets, folios, that kind of stuff. So expect that to come here soon in the future. I'm hoping if I can pull it all off, I would love to have a release of pattern paper, say like October, but we'll see. It honestly just depends on how quickly I can manage to get everything done with the reno and with what's going on. So I will try my best, but you guys let me know. Would you buy digital pattern papers? Is that something you would like to buy? Or are you more into, physical papers you can get from the store, or like a physical one you don't have to print? so not digital ones. So let me know your thoughts, because I'm always curious, and you guys know that I do try to cater as much as I can to, what you guys would be interested in purchasing, because that is kind of, I want to, make stuff you'd actually like, not just stuff that entertains me. So keep that in mind, and let me know your thoughts, because I would love to hear them. So you can see that I busted out an old Simon Says stamp set for this sentiment. I honestly don't even know if this sentiment's still available, this stamp set. I will, of course, as always, link and list everything I can down in the description, but I do have a tendency to use older products, and sometimes they're just no longer available, so I try to link to whatever is the closest that I can. So keep that in mind. If it's not the exact same, it's probably just because I couldn't find what I originally purchased, because I am a big believer of using your stash. So I did adhere all of them with my Nuvo Deluxe glue, and then now I'm just going to layer them up over top of the base that I kind of cut them out with, and then layer in this circle and holographic circle into the inside, and that's where I'm going to start adding the butterfly. I did use silver embossing powder here. This is sterling from Brutus Monroe. Brutus Monroe is my favorite embossing powder, and you guys saw me drop my gold embossing powder recently in a video, and one of you phenomenal ladies mailed me some of your embossing powder. Thank you so much. I actually did mail you out a thank you card as a thank you, so hopefully you received it, or you'll receive it soon. But yeah, I used silver embossing powder, and I honestly kind of wish I had used white, just because I think it would have popped more. I don't know. The silver's not bad. It looks really great with the holographic, although it doesn't shine the same way, but it still gives you more shine. But I do wonder if white would have just been a little bit more eye-catching. I don't know. Either way, I think that it would have looked nice either direction. I opted to go silver, and then I kind of wish I had gone white, but it's all good. It looks beautiful either direction, so I'm okay with it. So I just adhered everything down. There's no foam tape or anything here. You could absolutely add a layer of foam tape. If you don't have like sticker butterflies or something you want to add like that, make this a shaker card. You could easily add a little bit of foam to the back here and do a shaker window if that's what you wanted to do. Like, how fun would that be? You'd have to add some acetate, and maybe put the shaker pieces on the inside, and then it opens that. Like, it could just be really cool if you wanted to kind of noodle that out on a way to make it work beautifully. But you could do a shaker card. You could do a flat butterfly. If you don't have these butterfly stickers, you could die cut a butterfly. You don't have any butterflies, use flowers. Flowers would be really pretty, because you can size the circle to be whatever you need it to be, to fit whatever you're adding inside. Like, I did go with these Spellbinders butterfly stickers. I used some from Sunrise, some from Summer Day, some from Misty Morning, and some from Sunset. I've had those in my stash for a while. They have some still available. I don't know if they're the exact same ones as what I have, but these butterfly stickers are stunning. But, use whatever you have. If you don't have nothing, make it a shaker window or die cut something. Do little cups, do like little teacups, do leaves, do flowers. Like, there's so many things you could do here that would be stunning, and it would just create a really fun card. So keep that in mind. Use some fun stuff out of your stash. I know it's hard sometimes, like using these butterfly stickers is actually a little bit difficult for me, just because I love stickers. That's why I have a sticker shop. I love butterflies, and it just hits all those things that I love. But I can't buy more things. Like, I struggle to justify buying more fun stickers if I don't use the fun stickers I have. And I'm also an out of sight, out of mind kind of person. So, like, these were in a drawer, and then recently I had to pull my whole office apart to do the flooring in it. That was part of the reno. And so I kind of found them again in a drawer, and I was like, oh man, like, I have to use these. They're stunning. So keep that in mind. Use your fun goodies. Okay. This is me giving you permission. You're allowed to use them. Just because they're just stunning. And then you saw me use the smaller circle to cut the watercolor circle out. So you still get that layer of holographic even in the center. I hope this kind of makes sense. You guys would have seen it in the video. And of course, if you ever have any questions, please ask them in the comments. I do answer every comment that's left on my video. I mean, unless you leave a nasty one, then I'll delete it. That does happen on occasion. So if I don't answer your question, it's probably because I didn't know. I'm just kidding. Generally, you guys are all phenomenal. It's really rare that I get a nasty comment on one of my videos. So I'm incredibly lucky that way. Because as the channel grows, the chance of people seeing this that's not maybe their content and leaving not very kind messages does happen more and more as I get bigger and bigger. So we did actually hit, I don't know why I say we, me and the cats, me and my husband, I don't know. I hit 15,000 subscribers this past week. I think I hit it Wednesday. Thank you guys so much. I'm so excited. Any growth is phenomenal, you know, because the channel growing means that more people see it, means that, you know, the more chance of companies wanting to work with you. Although I am incredibly selective. I've had some companies reach out and they just don't fit with, you know, my idea of what's appropriate for my channel. Like, it'll be random stuff. It'll be like, here's some packaging goods. Like, okay, like, how would I even showcase that on the channel? Like, I don't know. Or it would be, you know, companies that don't make their own designs and sell things that I don't want to share with my audience, that kind of stuff. So hopefully there will be some chance to work with some companies that are a little more my morals and my pace and my ethics going forward. But the channel growing kind of gives that opportunity. So thank you guys so much for coming and subscribing to the channel. I cannot express how much I appreciate your support. To my channel members, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Without you, this would be even more difficult to continue to make free content. So you are phenomenal. Thank you so much, my channel members. And if you aren't subscribed and you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. It is how you show YouTube that you like my my content. You find it useful. You find it, you know, something that others might enjoy. That's kind of one of the easiest ways to just support a creator's channel. So leave a like, leave a comment, and consider subscribing. As I said, I do new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I have some fun stuff coming. So I hope you will hang out with me. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.